Hello everyone, and welcome back to Gamer Food. Today, we're going to be making some shredded stuffing. Alright, so first off, you're going to want to get a pan about this size. Don't worry, I don't have the heat on yet, and then just burn myself. So, a pan about that size, and then you're going to want to get a cup, a measuring cup. Whoops, there's some stuff in the sink. Fill it up once and pour it in. Then you're going to want to fill it up to half. Then you pour in the half full cup. Alright, then you start boiling it. You're going to want to turn that up to high. You're going to want to get that water boiling. But while it's boiling, you're going to want to get, let's see, how much butter should we be putting in? About half a stick of butter. Ooh, looks like I don't quite have enough right here, that's like a quarter of a stick. I'll go ahead and stick that in there for now. No, I'll go get that thing. Okay, that's not working, I'm going to have to get a couple of knives. Alright, so you want that butter to melt, and I don't know. I'm pretty sure that'll still be enough butter. It's a little bit less than what it says. Because sometimes if you put too much butter in, it'll come out, I don't know, kind of like too creamy in my opinion. But if you don't put enough butter in, it'll come out too dry. So, you have to balance this two things. What you're going to want to do is get it to boil, which it will heat up faster if it's in a confined thing. You want to stick that on there. This isn't technically the lid for this pot, that's the lid for this pot, which I actually only just now noticed I had right here. I could just switch pots out, honestly, probably make it easier. Because this lid fits a bit better. Because you have to make sure these little holes are, at least some of them are visible, so that it can, go out, so that some air can escape, because otherwise it's not going to be that good for it. It could blow up. But what you could also do is have the holes in this thing, so it has these little grooves, tiny little grooves on the side, so that the holes are open. So, yeah, I'm thinking, I didn't see this pot until right when I went looking for it to show that's not the pot for this. That's not the lid for this pot. That's the lid for this pot. I would have just had this pot up in the first place if I had seen it first. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna switch it to that pot so that the lid can fit more smoothly. Put that pot over there. And now we just wait for it to boil. I'll get the camera all up in there so that you can see the bubbles when it starts. Alright, now keep this in mind for any food that you have boiling. You don't put it in the second it starts boiling, because then that means it's going to stop boiling once you put the food in. You want to keep that boiling temperature. Now what we're going to do is this lid set safely over to the side. And next, we're going to, we're just going to put in the contents of this box. Chicken flavored stuffed mix. So let's try to open it. There we go. Got it open, and now we just put it in there. Yeah, see, it's still boiling even though it's poured something in it. That's what you want. That's how fine you want it to be. You don't put in the second thing. So, we're gonna stir it in. Where's a good spoon? This is one of my best stirring spoons. Start stirring that all around. Now, we don't pour out the butter and water, we just stir it in there. So the butter and water helps bring the stuffing to life, you know, like Frankenstein. And then once you feel like you completely stirred it, what you're going to want to do is, yeah, okay, that looks good. What we're going to want to do is we're going to want to move it to a non-heated spot. Turn this one off. Always turn off your stove. So yeah. Now that we've finished stirring it, we put it on a non-heated part of the stove. We remove it from the heat. And let's see. We're going to want to cover it and let it stand for 5 minutes. Now, I would also like to just double check this, make sure it's all nice and stirred up. Double check it. Yeah, that feels good. It's giving a little bit of pushback. You want it giving you a little bit of a fight about stirring it. It's like, no, don't stir me. You know, you want it to be like that because that means that it's, you know, getting finished. So we're just going to cover it with the same lid, and if you can turn your attention to my microwave, you know, I'm just gonna take the camera off. Then what we're gonna want to do is we're going to want to do timer for 5 minutes. Good. Timer for 5 minutes going. And now that you have a 5-minute timer, you're going to let your stuffing sit off the heat for about 5 minutes. We have a 5-minute timer going. And yeah, for right now that's all you have to do for now. That's it for 5 minutes, and there's only one step left after that. Alright guys, as you can hear now, the timer is beeping, so we just gotta turn that off. And we're going to uncover the stuffing. Yeah, that looks good. Steaming. So, it suggests you get a big old fork. This is the little one size. There we go. And you're gonna want to fluff it up a little bit. I think should have thought this out. Got the camera set up a little bit better. Let's see. There we go. That's a good angle. Yeah, you want to fluff it up so that's not quite as sticky. You want to use a fork so that you can really scrape and get it all nice and fluffed up. Fluff this bad boy. Make sure nothing's sticking to the ground or the walls. Ground, what? Floor, whatever, the bottom of it is. Get it all up off that. Try and get some of the bigger chunks broken up so that's easier to split. And that's stuffing. Now, let's see how I did. Alright, so I'm going to try a bite of that stuffing now. Normally I want to put it in a bowl, but just for the sake of this, I'm just going to dip in with that fork. Now you can just stir it up and take a little bite. That is good. Like, really good. Yeah. For the record, this is my first time making stuffing. But yeah, that was very good. Very good stuffing. I highly recommend it. And also, the brand I used was just great value, so you can find it pretty cheap. Well, until next time, happy Thanksgiving.